When I was trying to think of new plot ideas for telling MLP stories, I came across the realization that there's a particular plot that may or may not work for the series, but it's a plot that really hasn't been used too much since the early 80s or thereabouts. A plot that was big in the 80s and maybe the 90s, but as of recent years hasn't been used too much. And that's the plot of a child or a typical suburban family having some kind of pet or friend or family member or roommate or something of that nature that has some kind of unusual power or property to it that they have to try and keep secret by hiding it from the rest of the world. The neighbors spy on the other house and snoop about and discover what this secret is, but before they can get proof, the secret is no longer around to have any proof for them to show off. The secret often causes some kind of chaotic situation that the secret hider has to then explain away, and then as the story goes on, the secret continues being kept from all of the people that's being kept from for whatever reason, usually the idea that other people would never believe the secret, or if the secret was made public, it would be captured by scientists and studied and experimented on. Furthermore, in shows with this sort of plot, there is often some kind of non-canon fantasy sequence wherein we get to see what may have happened if had the secret gotten public and how tragic it would be and why the secret must continue being kept. But we also bring in new characters into the story who get to share the secret, and after they get angry for not being told the secret right off the bat, they calm down and agree to continue keeping the secret. Some shows that this includes would be Alf, which was about a family taking care of a homeless alien. Denver the Last Dinosaur, that was about kids taking care of a stray dinosaur. Almost every incarnation of Digimon, at least through the first half, deals with the kids keeping the Digimon secret from the rest of the family. Harry and the Hendersons dealt with a family trying to hide Bigfoot. The Water Horse dealt with a family trying to hide the Loch Ness Monster. Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie both dealt with a family trying to hide a magically talented female. Mork and Mindy dealt with Mindy trying to hide an alien. Third Rock from the Sun was about a family of aliens. Small Wonder was about a family trying to hide a robot. Punky Brewster, the animated series, not the live action one, was about a girl having a strange magical furry creature as her pet. Three's Company was about trying to hide the secret that Jack Tripper was straight and pretending that he was gay so he could live in the apartment as the roommate of the two other girls. E.T. was about kids trying to hide an alien. Smallville was about a kid being an alien. Batman animated series had the episode where the TV trope comes from, Batman in My Basement, where kids tried to hide Batman. Secret World of Alex Mack had Alex's powers that they tried to keep secret. American Dad pokes fun of the trope with Roger the Alien. Gremlins did this to some extent with the Mogwai Gizmo and trying not to let other people see him for fear that anyone less responsible than Billy would break the rules of the Mogwai and breed forth gremlins again. Short Circuit did this a little bit with the robot and the girl that he hooked up with, but not so much too much. Fraggle Rock does the secret-keeping trope, with Sprocket always trying to convince Doc that there are Fraggles living beyond the hole in the wall in the caves, and Doc never believing Sprocket because Doc never sees any of Sprocket's evidence about the existence of Fraggles. Planet 51 intentionally took this plot and flipped it around, wherein the human is living with the aliens. Very Odd Parents has the entire series based around Timmy keeping the fairy secret, or else he'll lose them. Dud's first movie had a plot about Dud keeping the lake monster secret. That's about all of the list that I could think of before I realized that the list was getting ridiculously long and out of hand, which is why I sped through it. But the interesting thing that I noted is that as of recent years, maybe 5 years, 10 years, the last 15 years maybe, I have not seen this particular plot as the main focus of an entire series in a long time. When Alf was highly popular, this kind of thing popped up all the time. Harry and the Hendersons was basically the plot to Alf, only make the short furry guy a tall furry guy. Denver the Last Dinosaur, again the same plot as Alf, only now it's a dinosaur instead of an alien. This kind of secret keeping thing goes all the way back to Bewitched at the very furthest, maybe further, but Bewitched is the one that coined the situations like Gladys Travis being a nosy neighbor and so forth. It really hit a huge chunk of popularity during the 80s. All of these families and kids and stuff who find a secret and get worried that if the secret ever got out, it would be taken away from them and sent to a lab to be studied and observed and so forth. Just once I'd like to see something where an alien or a dinosaur or a mythical creature comes into a person's yard, and instead of keeping it secret and trying to hide it by putting it in the closet and dressing it up in silly costumes and putting a box over it and telling all kinds of lies and covering up for its mischief and so forth, just have one story one time where somebody gets a weird creature and they right away tell their parents, tell the media, tell everybody, and then the whole world knows about it and now it's no longer secret. And actually, come to think of it, I think that was the plot of the movie Ted and the upcoming sequel. Anyhow, we need more stories where they turn that premise on its head and think of something new to do with it. If you have any story ideas, share them in the comments section below, or leave some suggestions of other TV shows that do this same plot, either the traditional way or the untraditional way. Anyhow, thank you for watching and good night.